Everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to use a Keurig K Supreme coffee machine. This will be a full tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, I have my Keurig K Supreme. I recently got this coffee machine, bought it with my own money, and I absolutely love it. So I figured that I would do this tutorial for you. Now the first step is to make sure that it's plugged in. As you can see right there, it is indeed plugged into the outlet in my basement kitchen, okay? And then you want to make sure you have your water inside of your water reservoir, and obviously make sure that you have your water filter installed as well. Once you've done that, you're pretty much good to go. All that you need is a coffee mug or cup of any sort of your choice. And then you need a K cup right here, which is like the Keurig coffee pod name, okay? Now, essentially, you have some buttons on the top, so I'll show you exactly what they are, and then I'll tell you how we're gonna use them, okay? So you can see there's an add water light right there, which will turn on if you need to add water. That should be off, you know, obviously, because then if you have water in the tank. And then there's a descale light right there, which will turn on when you need to descale it and you are in the descale process, okay? And that should be off as well. This way you know you're clear to use it regularly. So there's a power button right here. You're going to push that to turn it on, okay? And then once I've opened this and closed it with a new coffee pod in there, okay, I have a few options. So I can choose my size, 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce, 12 ounce. So I can choose my size, okay? In addition, there are 2 additional options, strong and over ice. And then there's a center button right here, which is used to actually start the brewing process, okay? So let's just imagine that I went and I closed it with a new coffee pot in there, which I will do in a moment, okay? And I wanted an 8 ounce cup of coffee. I can push 8 ounce, and then I can also push strong, which will make a stronger 8 ounce cup of coffee, okay? If I wanted to brew my coffee over ice, I could push the over ice button, but then all of these sizes will unilluminate, because then when I go over ice, it has a predetermined volume that it's gonna go ahead and go for, okay? So if you wanna choose your size, you can have the over ice button selected. Simple as that. So what we're gonna do now, I have my coffee pot over here. We're gonna open this up just like this. Okay, there's a prior coffee pod that I used in there. We're going to remove it just like that. I had a place to the side. I'll go ahead and toss it out after. I'm going to put my new coffee pod, my new K cup, I should say, in place, just like that. Make sure it's nice and snugly in place there, okay? Then I'm going to close the lid, just like that, okay? And as you can see now, the lights are illuminated, these buttons right here, for my size. So let's say I wanted an 8 ounce cup of coffee, and I wanted it to be strong. I would push 8 ounces, strong. And that would mean that I would be getting an 8 ounce cup of coffee that's strong when I hit brew. If I wanted it over ice instead, I could push over ice, and now all of these lights unilluminate, right? The size that I'd selected is not illuminated, because over ice has a predetermined predetermined volume that it has to go for, right? So I do want indeed an 8 ounce strong cup of coffee. So I'm gonna push 8 ounces, and I'm going to push strong. So 8 ounces is illuminated, which is my volume, and strong, which is like, I guess, a qualifier. So it's going to be a stronger cup of coffee. I'm going to place my mug right there, okay? Obviously, my drip tray is installed as well, just in case I get a drip afterwards. And I'm going to push the center button right here. And it is now that it's stopped flashing, you'll be able to hear in a moment, it will start brewing the cup of coffee, my 8 ounce strong cup of coffee. Now, I will say this, a lot of single serve coffee machines are quite loud, right? And I've had my fair share of them. I've said this in another video. I've owned many different coffee machines, and I love coffee. I try not to drink too much of it. I limit myself to 2 cups per day. I've never gone over that, actually, my entire life. But I love those 2 cups a day, okay? So basically, you know, lots of single serve coffee machines are super loud. This is nice and quiet. I like this. You know, I have 4 young children, okay? So, you know, in the morning, I can't be that loud because they're sleeping. So this is great because it's nice and quiet, so no one really hears me making my cup of coffee. It allows me to get up early and sort of have some quiet time with me, myself, and my cup of coffee before the house sort of gets up and everybody starts moving around, right? So as you can see right here, really quiet machine. You probably can't even hear it over my voice. I know my voice is loud. Trust me, I get that all the time as a comment. I know it is loud, but you probably can't even hear this over my voice. I'm gonna quiet down for just a moment. Okay, so you can hear right there. you know it's finished at that point. I'm going to let it just drip out because I don't want to create a mess in my basement kitchen because then I got to come down here and clean it later. So anyways, overall, that's how to use it. Really, really easy to use, okay? This is one of the most straightforward single-serve coffee machines that I've ever come across. Some coffee machines have one button and one button only, and they work well, right? But they're not customizable. This has only a handful of buttons, but it's extremely customizable. That's why I like it a lot, okay? That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.